Yes, the Queen of Green IPO will raise $150 billion from the global community, and that will fund 14 programs in 70 countries, and it will improve the lives of 200 million of the poorest of the poor. Now, the 7 richest men in the world have more money than the bottom 1 billion poor, and that poverty inequality has got larger and larger over the last 20 years. So we need to do something about it. We need to take the funds at the top of the system and invest them directly into the communities and the people at the bottom of the system, so that we empower the people to grow their own economies locally, start to expand on a regional and a national and international basis, and so that they can be green and sustainable in their own countries. Now, when you look at somebody who is living on $1 a day, it's very difficult for them to invest in anything. You know, if they get water that day, if they get food that day, if they manage to save some money and get their kids to school, that is a major accomplishment. And so for us who go into Starbucks and spend, you know, $19 on a cafe latte, or go to the supermarket and spend $30 on buying some groceries, we can't even start to imagine what the poorest of the poor go through every single day. Now, it doesn't have to be that way, because when we look at the amount of finance that is available, there's over $12 trillion looking for a home. Now, that money has to move somewhere. It has to move back into the markets. And so I have said to the Forex fund managers, 12 men manage $5.91 trillion. And I've talked to the corporate foundations. I've talked to the hedge fund managers who have $1.91 trillion, that as long as they have a legal vehicle that they can invest in, as long as they have a return on their money, that they can tell their stockholders that they are earning income. And so we have put together a package with the Forex and hedge fund managers for them to receive 5% per annum paid as a quarterly dividend. And that is going to make a huge difference, because if we can mobilize the capital that seeks a return but invest it into the poorest of the poor to emerge the economies in their countries, then everybody wins. That capital is able to show a profit, and the people who desperately need that investment have access then to that money. And so this is what is really exciting now about the Queen of Green IPO on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, is that we're able to bring together all these global resources and to satisfy the fund managers for how their money will be used and how we can make a difference to the poorest of the poor. Now, the IPO roadshow is going to take place in May 2011. And again, I've leveraged technology and used a lot of imagination on how we're going to do that. So we're organizing with 238 stock exchanges in 117 countries, and we're going to have like a 72-hour webathon using the latest web conferencing technologies around the world. And we're going to connect in the directors of the stock exchanges, the green celebrities in their areas, in their cities, green inventors, green developers. We're going to tell the story about the initiatives that are happening in their cities. So for 72 hours, you'll be able to watch it on the internet, you'll be able to watch it via your cell phone, your mobile phone, and you can participate in the Queen of Green Roadshow and learn about all the green initiatives that are taking place around the world. So that's going to be May 2011, and we'll let people know of the date as soon as that's confirmed.